Let's talk about the belts. The center belt has a tensioner on each side. In the middle, there's a white indicator, and the white indicator should line up with the notch in the center of the bracket. The center belt also greases at every roller. So we have a total of 3 grease zerks on the center belt. The side belts have no grease zerks on the rollers. While we're under the head, we want to check our breakaways. There's a breakaway on each side. If we feel like we've ever contacted anything with the head, we just simply look underneath, find the white breakaway, and make sure it's not broke off. Once the door is open, we want to check for debris underneath the belt. This should be done after every crop or in a wet year as we start seeing mud or debris building up around the center belt. Now we'll check our side belt tension. We look in this rectangle slot and we want the inside half to be covered with the white indicator. The tension is adjusted with this bolt back here. This long bolt is only used for belt tracking and should only be adjusted by someone at the dealership. Now that we have our belt tensioned, we want to come around to the front side and check that we don't have a gap between the top of the belt and the bottom of the C channel. This can be adjusted to have a good seal and keep crop from getting inside of the belt. We also want to check that our slats on our belts aren't damaged and we don't have any cuts or holes in the belt. Now we're going to check our knife drive belt. Because this head's a double drive, we're going to show you on the right side. What we want to look at is we want to take our belt with one hand and twist it. We want to have 1/2 to 3/4 of a twist in that belt. If it is too loose, we will adjust it with this draw bolt. Now that we've lowered the head, we're going to take a look at the reel. In the center, behind this shield, we have a reel chain. It should be adjusted every year. On the reel bats, we have bushings. As the bushing wears, it'll start to wear off the lock ring holding it in, and they should be replaced as they wear. The next thing we want to look at is our fingers. We want to make sure that our fingers aren't bent or broke or missing. If a person is having trouble with wrapping in the center, you can replace this steel finger with a plastic finger. Now we're going to check our reel timing. If we look down the reel, we can see that our fingers are all in the same position. It can also be checked here at the reel cam. The factory setting is 2.